Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. Michael Saylor is wrong when he says it's only a way to store value. We went from gold to the petrodollar system, which was backed by oil, and now we have Bitcoin. If he's right and it's just a store of value, then that's all that happened. If that's all it looks like. If it doesn't become a way to share goods and services, it will be hacked and hidden so that theft can continue. Bitcoin Zella stands out because it is clear and easy to use. There's no limit to who can join, no matter how much they know about crypto or how new they are to it. Guess who is watching us now? Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We want to thank everyone who put their trust in us. We read all of your comments, and the best part is that it's free. If you sign up now, you'll get all the new information for free. Stay ahead of the trends instead of just following them. Sign up for Bitcoin Bubble right now and enjoy the new edge. In this movie, Jeff Booth talks about whether Bitcoin is a currency, a way to store value, or both. Are Bitcoin and AI competing for investors in energy and businesses? Plus a lot more. I'm going to approach this from a different angle. It's true that 8 billion people have had to control and take money from 8 billion other people throughout the history of the world. That's how things have always been. In simple terms, that would mean that I could build a kingdom by stealing a little money from people over time and making sure they didn't notice. We know that's how the world has always been. Then Bitcoin showed up on layer 1 and took away the ability to do that. And every attack on Bitcoin in the past 15 years has been an attempt to stop it. But Bitcoin keeps getting stronger, more autonomous, and safer over time. You couldn't stop layer 1 if you knew that, so you would have to stop layer 2. You would have to. Stable coins are what that would look like. That would mean that the US dollar would be used to buy and sell these safe coins. We would go from the gold-backed petrodollar to the Bitcoin-backed petrodollar, but we could lower its price. Because people used a different form of currency on top of it, and we could use swaps to keep its price low, just like we did with gold. Right? And what would that look like from, well, it might not happen, but what would have to happen to basically, because if it became a currency, more and more people would use it, making it impossible to steal. Yes, it would. We all know the US, and I want to be careful when I say theft. It's not. There are many people responsible for the theft, including everyone involved. However, we all know that deflation is a normal part of the free market, and anything else is trying to stop it. For that reason, I'm not saying that people wouldn't be fooled by a safe coin or a use for the US dollar. More people see value in the dollar. It would fool them. That's what I mean. They would use a US dollar anywhere because they think it is worth more than their own money. However, it would also be because a stablecoin would always lose value at the same rate as the US dollar, right? Not for Bitcoin. These methods don't work with each other. Prices go down in a free market. One takes more of your money and time. How would you stop Bitcoin at the second level if you were looking at it this way? I understand what I should do. I would let stablecoins be used. It would be best for me to slow down self-custodial. People wouldn't have to hold on to their money if I made ETFs. And I would try to slow down the building and Lightning, Fediment, and any other thing that was built into Bitcoin. There are a lot of other altcoins or bridges that I would support just to make things more complicated. I don't understand what's going on, so that lens made it easy to see this coming from a mile away. A new study says that Bitcoin should go up a lot as a period of extreme instability approaches. This July 19th, Julian Biddle, who is in charge of macro research at Global Macro Investor, wrote on X that he thought the price of Bitcoin could reach $190,000. If instability signs come true like they have in the past, Bitcoin could reach six-figure all-time highs. Biddle says that the crazy state of the Bollinger Band's volatility measure right now means that BTC and USD should go through the roof. By historical standards, Bollinger Bands are crazy typed, he said in a summary. Bollinger Bands have been this close together every week since April 2016 and again in July 2023. Bollinger Bands are one of the most important measures of crypto volatility. They also show how strong price trends are. The difference between the upper and lower bands has rarely been smaller on a weekly scale. In the past, what came next has always been good news for bulls. Biddle continued, in both of the previous episodes, Bitcoin prices went up a lot over the next 12 months. This time, a similar move would aim for Bitcoin, which is worth between $140,000 and $190,000. Just last month, Biddle said similar things about what he thought the future might hold for Bitcoin, asking people to be patient during the biggest drop in prices during the bull market. With all the different points of view, these talks almost turn into fights when the world is changing. Things are going to go crazy. We're having complicated talks about Bitcoin and what it might mean for the future because we've never seen anything like it before. And the place where we're going is very powerful. But that helps you understand different points of view and opinions about where we should go. Since last Monday, BlackRock's spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund has continued to attract millions of investors, even though there has been a sharp drop in good Bitcoin news. Thomas Ferrer, co-founder of crypto data platform Apollo, says that the BlackRock released the shares Bitcoin Trust saw another $107 million come in on July 18th. This was the 9th day in a row that money came in. These 9 days saw amounts of more than $100 million, which doesn't happen very often in the ETF business. Crypto buyers, on the other hand, aren't as upbeat. A blockchain market intelligence company called Sandemit says that the number of positive comments about Bitcoin on social media has dropped compared to 4 months ago, and more traders are taking short positions on the asset. Even though the crypto market has risen slightly this week, the amount of positive talk about Bitcoin has dropped sharply. People, especially on Binance, are starting short positions because they think BTC will drop again. It's about a third of what it was 4 months ago when people talked positively about Bitcoin on social media, as shown in Santiment's chart. Even though the number of positive Bitcoin mentions has gone down, the Crypto Fear and Greed Index says that market mood is still in the greed zone with a score of 60 out of 100. The number has come a long way since July 12th, when it was 25 out of 100, which is the extreme fear zone. It had not been this low since January 2023. Bitcoin is worth $63,540 right now. It's lost 1.5% in the last 24 hours, but gained 11.5% in the last 2 weeks. Also, don't forget to join Bitcoin Bubble. Every day for free, the most important news will be sent to your email. I don't understand why you haven't